I was excited to get the call and be able to plan my next visit. Having lived here for more than 7 years, I still look forward to times in nature with gracious people and amazing food. But this isn't my story. It's the story of a timeless place.
Don't go changing. You mean everything to me. And hope you shine a light.
It is true that Montenegro has mountains, but it is more accurate to say that the mountains have Montenegro.
Go stronger when we are apart. My love for you grows stronger when we are apart.
All of the timeless peaks differ in some way from those on every side. Each keeps its secrets for those that dwell there.
We can build our own family. One day we will, but for now wait.
Scattered across the northern mountains are villages where time moves at a different pace. Here, instead of daily planners, the seasons and weather determine the rhythm of life. For centuries, families have been living in these scattered villages, working the land. Every village is home to 1 or 2 family names. Locals recognize where a person is from, often by their last name. These families are connected to these mountains and the villages around them.
Grow stronger, we are apart. My love for you grows stronger, we are apart.
I was born here. I lived close by. We have our little farm, and when I got married, we decided to live here. We built a new house. We had goats and different types of animals. Life is hard here, but in total, life is much better now. Some people do not agree with me. People have cars, machines, and it's much easier. But I love working. I respect hard-working people.
Let you go chasing your dreams, but I know you will return back to me.
Many have moved away from the village to start a more modern way of life. But some continue life in the village on their family farm. These wouldn't have it any other way.
My parents used to make a living from agriculture. And then, when we got married, my husband and I decided to continue home-growing food for our family because we both come from families that used to make our living from agriculture. In the morning and the evening, I milk my cows. Sometimes somebody helps me.
I kiss you, I kiss you. I've been waiting.
In rugged, sparsely populated mountains, salesmen don't stop by to offer the latest in chemical pesticides or fertilizers. Organic farming wasn't a commitment, it was a reality. Villages shared information to find the best ways to make their small family farms abundant. Skills and trade were passed down from generation to generation.
This watermill exists for more than 100 years. I inherited it from my grandfather and father. It is very important for me to maintain the way that the corn is.
My old good friend.
While the villages are scattered at the foothills and base of the mountains, many families had a second area up on the nearby mountain. This was a place to let livestock graze in the summer. Little huts up on these mountains were built for shepherds that would take care of the livestock. These huts and the area around them are called katuns.
While the world is so dark.
Na ovom katunu živu blizu 200 godina.
Our family has lived here for 200 years almost. It was called by Bjelasica katun by ancestors. We all did agriculture and had our cattle up here.
Vraća se na ono staro.
We are coming back to our traditional way of living. I spent my whole life here. I was raised here with my brothers and my sisters.
And your eyes are not how I remember.
The village and katun worked together in an annual rhythmic dance. In early summer, a celebration would take place after the livestock were brought up the mountain. While the animals were at the katun, villagers below cut and stacked grass in haystacks for the winter months. The freshly fertilized fields would lay dormant through winter, preparing for the return of community.
Don't you fall for those cool and empty strangers.
Bilo je omladine.
It was lively when many young people were here. It was rich with people. In 1984, this place was the best tourism place in Montenegro, better than the coast. But now it started back again. No one believed that people would visit households, but it's happening because they want nice, homemade foods.
Somewhere solid by water. When the time is right, don't be afraid, make a sound.
Kao dijete, znaš, su bili tu.
As a child, I remember when tourists visited us, sportsmen and others. I have photos with them, and they are my favorite memories. Our mothers would make food for them and serve them. So many memories. We used to go foraging for mushrooms and herbs. We spent our lives here. It was the only way of life that we knew.
While village and katun life have decreased in numbers, there is now a building movement of rural tourism. This is critical to the survival of Montenegrin villages and katuns. One key to this is maintaining the culture of organic, traditional foods. This food tradition still exists along the Mountain Bounty gastro route.
We do agriculture tourism, and we hope to develop it. Producing our own food means a lot for us. We grow animals and plants. We produce everything. 90% of the food is what we produce.
Stealing all their leaves, all their left naked except for some snow.
You don't use any machines for the cooking and baking. Everything is done manually in a traditional way. I cook every day. Chamak, pies, bread, cheese. It is our everyday reality.
I'm home, I'm home, I'm home, I know I'm home.
These mountains keep their secrets and traditions through the passing of time, but only in order to share them with others. The mountain bounty found here is equal parts amazing nature a return to natural foods and abundant hospitality.
Greeting all the flowers and the trees back in time for the spring. Oh, I'll grab my boots and darling, take my hands and we'll go for a walk and be gone for some time. I'm home, I'm home, I'm home, I'm home, I know I'm home.
I built all of this with my wife. I'm happy with what we have and what we achieved. There are people who have more, but we are not longing for more.